The next time you say cheese, I hope you say ricotta cheese, because I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade ricotta cheese. So we need acid to make cheese. So you want 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice. And once you have that, then you need milk. So you need a deep pan. I'm going to start mine right now. And we're going to add into this pot, I put a spoon here to break the spill of the milk, 8 cups of milk. You can use whole milk. You can use skim milk for this. I'm sure you've seen ricotta cheese made with both whole and skim milk. Of course, the whole milk is going to give you a much richer tasting product. So once you have the milk in, to give this even more creaminess, I like to add a cup of heavy cream. So we add 1 cup of heavy cream. You can take that out now. And we want that lemon juice. Now you can also make cheese using other acids like vinegar. You could use rennet for this if you wanted to, but that's very expensive. So I think everybody has a lemon at home, don't they? So lemon juice will do the trick. So then you add the lemon juice, and you have a candy thermometer. And you want to cook this milk until it begins to form curds, cheese curds. And you'll know you're at the right temperature when the candy thermometer registers about 210 to 220 degrees. When it's at that point, you want to strain it. I'm going to give this a little bit of salt now, about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. If you want to add more salt, you can. So you whisk. This should take you about 10 to 15 minutes to do. When it begins to curdle, that's when you know that you have the cheese at the proper consistency. Then you want to have a big bowl ready with some cheesecloth. And it's best to dampen the cheesecloth so that it'll stay where you put it. And you have a sieve, and you pour that milk mixture into the sieve. The whey, which is the byproduct of making ricotta, will stay in the bottom of the bowl, and the cheese will remain in your sieve. So here we have the whey. Now we could actually take this, add more milk to it in a pan, cook it again, and we would have more cheese. So ricotta, the word itself means re-cooked, because you're cooking the leftovers from the cheese-making process to make ricotta. You can also flavor this. You can buy cheese like this. It's flavored with other cheeses like Parmigiano, or you could have it with herbs in it, but we're going to do something different with it today. So now that you know that, we can work with our cheese. So the first thing we're going to do is mold some of this cheese. And here's another one that I made earlier. You could actually just take this out, turn this over, and you'd have a nice molded look to it. But instead of doing that, what we're going to do is take some of this cheese, about half of it, put it in a bowl. You see how nice and creamy it is, very creamy. Actually, I'm going to take all of it because I'm going to do several things. So you get it right out of that cheesecloth. This part gets to be a little messy, but there's our cheese.